How's it going, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of The Link, brought to you by expforall.net. I'm Blake, and just like I said last week, this week is primarily going to be a Nintendo Switch-focused The Link, mainly because Nintendo did hold their Nintendo Switch Live presentation this past Thursday, so we'll kind of be covering, a lot of the announcements, a lot of the reveals that took place during that event and afterwards. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. So I think it's no surprise that the most desired info people wanted coming out of the Nintendo Switch Live presentation were official details regarding the system's price and release date. Thankfully, they did announce that, and they actually got right to the point with it. Nintendo finally revealed during their Nintendo Switch Live presentation this past Thursday night that their upcoming Switch console would be arriving on March 3rd, 2017, which is a lot earlier than what people originally expected, I think. The console sports a price point of $299, with pre-orders having already gone live Friday morning. Now, as of the time that I'm making this video, they are actually all sold out on pre-orders absolutely everywhere, so you're probably going to have to look towards the black market if you're trying to get one of these systems. The console doesn't have the largest lineup, but Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Just Dance 2017, and 1-2 Switch have been confirmed as launch titles. Now, I must say that yes, the system definitely does not have the strongest launch lineup. As a matter of fact, the system probably has one of the weakest launch lineups ever out of any Nintendo release. Now, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, they are really lucky that they have this ready for the Switch. This is definitely going to be a selling point for maybe those who don't own a Wii U, but personally, from how I see it from an average consumer standpoint, I don't think Zelda is enough for somebody to go out and purchase a Nintendo Switch, especially considering the fact that if they already own a Wii U, they could simply purchase Zelda on the Wii U. And just as a heads up, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild does come out the same day as a Switch, and it comes out on the Wii U on the same day. So, it's coming out for both platforms on the same day. So if you're a Wii U user, wasn't able to pre-order the Switch, or you just don't want to yet, you'll be able to pick up Zelda for the Wii U on the exact same day that the Switch version launches, as well as the Switch. Now, just because the Nintendo Switch doesn't have the largest launch lineup, that does not mean that the system does not have many great titles coming down the line. Super Mario is one of them. In addition to the Nintendo Switch launch details, Nintendo also officially revealed a brand new Mario title, which is in the works for the console, entitled Super Mario Odyssey. Now, the upcoming title is more of a sandbox, open-world-esque Mario title where you will be traveling to large locations around the globe, including New York, likely to stop Bowser from running rampant and to get back Princess Peach, as usual, right? The title looks absolutely gorgeous and will be arriving later this year with a holiday 2017 release window. Now, I have to say, this is the most gorgeous Mario title I have ever seen in my entire life. I'm not a huge Mario fan. The only two Mario titles that I'm really big about are Super Mario 64, obviously, and Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii, the first one. Despite, number 2 supposedly being the best one, I enjoyed the first one a little bit more. Now, this more open world Mario title it's a lot more giant from what it seems, compared to what the Mario titles that we received in the past. And I know there was apparently an interview going around with Miyamoto or something where he did say that the next Mario title he's working on is more of an open world style Mario, and I'm guessing this is it, because this title looks absolutely huge, absolutely gorgeous. And if you aren't interested in purchasing a Switch right now, I guarantee you, if you're at all even the slightest of a Mario fan, you are going to want to pick up the console for this title. Now, Fire Emblem is yet another franchise which has been teased to be arriving on the Nintendo Switch, and it seems like we will be receiving official details regarding that title a lot sooner than later. With Fire Emblem also being confirmed to be eventually blessing us with its presence on the Nintendo Switch in a new title called Fire Emblem Warriors, Nintendo officially confirmed during their Treehouse Live event, which took place Friday morning, that a Fire Emblem-focused Nintendo Direct is set to take place next week on January 18th, which will likely reveal more details regarding the upcoming title. Fire Emblem Warriors is expected to be a Dynasty Warriors style Fire Emblem game, much like Hyrule Warriors, and is currently set to arrive sometime during holiday 2017. Now, I'm not a big fan at all of Hyrule Warriors, but I do feel like the Fire Emblem characters, the Fire Emblem universe and franchise as a whole would kind of suit that more that more Dynasty Warrior style a lot better than The Legend of Zelda would. You know, if you look at Fire Emblem, you kind of see the similarities between Fire Emblem and Dynasty Warriors a little bit more than if you were to look at the Legend of Zelda characters. Not saying that the Legend of Zelda just doesn't fit in that more Dynasty Warriors universe, but I do feel like the Fire Emblem franchise does it a lot better. So I am excited to see how this looks, how this turns out for the Fire Emblem series. They did tease I think it's a brand new character during that teaser trailer that they showed off during the presentation. So I'm definitely going to be tuning into this direct to see exactly the direction they're going to take with, you know, a Dynasty Warriors style Fire Emblem title. Now here's the $1 million question for you. Are you a kid or a squid? Now if you can't come up with the answer now, you have until summer this year to do so. Splatoon is making its second impact on the Nintendo Switch this year, as Splatoon 2 was recently announced during the Nintendo Switch presentation this past Thursday. The sequel is set to stay true to its roots from the previous release, simply featuring brand new weapons, special weapons, and courses. New courses, that is. The game is also set to feature ongoing in-game events, which should keep players and teams busy that are looking for some quality competition. The title has also been confirmed to feature local multiplayer, which can be used while on the go. Splatoon 2 is currently set to launch sometime during summer 2017. Now, personally, I wasn't really expecting a Splatoon 2 this soon. I think many were assuming that Nintendo would simply port over the Wii U version, kind of, you know, add in a few more features, maybe some DLC, but it seems they've just gone all out and just completely made a second title, or just calling it Splatoon 2. I'm not really sure if we'll be receiving so much new content to the point where it deserves that 2 title, but it seems that they're packing in enough for them to consider this a proper sequel, so I'm definitely interested. And what has me most interested in a Splatoon on the Nintendo Switch is the fact that local multiplayer has been confirmed for the Nintendo Switch with, you know, up to 8 players. You can connect with other 8 Nintendo Switch consoles locally, which is absolutely sick. So, you know, 4v4 player battles, that is going to be a thing. That is going to be really exciting. I'm even personally planning to have some Splatoon LANs at my place. That's just going to be absolutely awesome. I just cannot wait for that. Even though I did not play this first Splatoon, the connectivity, you know, the LAN, the local multiplayer feature is definitely what is going to drive me to play the second one. So I absolutely cannot wait. Good move by you guys, Nintendo. I'm absolutely stoked for this title. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of The Link, brought to you by expforall.net. As usual, there are a ton of other articles that I've written regarding the Nintendo Switch, especially that you can check out over on our website at expforall.net. And if you want to keep up to date with the latest YouTube content that we're doing, subscribe here on the channel. You can follow us on Twitter at expforall, and we're on Facebook as well at facebook.com/expforall. But until next week, that's going to do it from you guys. You guys keep on gaming and have a good one.